Clasico. No, not at all. No, it wasn't alone. Welcome to MPL Presents Cricket Buzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapoor. With me, Mr. Joy Bhattacharya, Mr. Sean Pollock. Is it damp in Chennai usually? Is it damp?
Particularly when there's dew, yes, it can be damp.
Because that's what the match was.
Yeah, it was never in doubt. Come on.
Come on,
guys.
Who am I asking?
There's only one team to have beat them there, and they've done it again.
They've done it again. Oh, they're getting boring and predictable. Am I in Chennai? Well, that's a resounding victory, Joy. It really is.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the way they did it, it was clinical. They didn't even have to, they did everything right. They didn't miss a single trick while bowling. I think it was, and it's a big defeat. It's not a 10 run, 20 run, 30 run. It's a 55, 60 odd defeat.
It's a 46 run. That's a convincing defeat. That's a big margin. That's a big margin in a T20 game.
Yeah, it is. Malinga finishes with 4 wickets in the match. But it was actually interesting to watch that last over when you saw Rohit Sharma get quite upset at the fact that Santner hit him for 6.
Yeah.
And you've got to start thinking, is his mind going down to the fact that there's a good chance they finish maybe with 14, 16, 18 points? Maybe they end up level with someone else. And he wants the net run rate to improve. So he might have already been thinking along those lines. Because the game was done and dusted. No real need for him to go, what are you doing?
Yeah, but Malinga did give him a bit of a half track. He did give Santner a bit of a gift.
Low ball.
It was a gift. It really was. And Santner took it with both hands, really, and pounded it for 6. But really, besides the odd fireworks here and there, the Chennai batting. And today, Joy, without MS Dhoni, I think that batting order has been exposed solid twice now.
Yeah, the batting order has been exposed. Also, the lack of thought.
Yeah.
Lack of something. Even when Dhoni bats, it's a big thing. Look at, if you see the fall of wickets out there, 34 for 3. Jadhav, the kind of shot he played to get out, he's a good player against spin, trying to cut so close to this thing, Dhruv Shorey getting out. This is not, other than Murli Vijay, which is a fairly debatable decision, that catch, it looked really, really close to me. There was enough doubt. The rest of it looked very average batting. It's not as if the bowlers went and took a lot of wickets. I think they gave them away.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is that they didn't sort of plan their chase.
They played soft.
Yeah, and it's not a planned chase. Okay, this is what I've got to achieve now. This is what I do now. It looked, very headless. And maybe headless is the word we're looking for.
Yeah, headless. And that debatable catch that we're talking about, that was the Murli Vijay catch. Did you think it was out?
No, I didn't. And I believe that if you have more than 2 replays and the umpire is not sure, it shouldn't be out, no matter what the soft signal is.
Did you think it was out?
Yeah, whenever there's a soft signal involved, you've got to have some conclusive evidence. I think if you had gone the other way and said soft signal not out, after 2 replays, they would have said not out.
Yeah. So, but you thought not out, I thought not out, not debatable. No debate. No argument here. But yeah, you've got such a valid point about the soft signal. I don't know. I've been trying to wrap my head around it for a while, and there just seems to be a lot of holes in that process.
Yeah, I just think that the umpires, when they get together and they want to send it out upstairs, how can they have a actual clear understanding about what they think the decision is?
Yeah.
I think they're as clouded as they could possibly be. Otherwise, they wouldn't be going together to discuss it. So, yeah, they obviously aren't convinced, but I suppose they have to swing it so that if it's a 50-50 vote, that they can swing it one way.
Exactly. My point is always in this format, and whatever you like to say, if there is reasonable doubt, if there's reasonable doubt, it has to go to the batsman.
Yeah.
Because the batsman does not have another chance, the bowler does. So the soft hard thing, I just think it might make easier for, things like LBW decisions or not. In cases like this, I wouldn't be using soft and hard signals.
Yeah, it just seemed a little weird. But what was good though, the guy who was hard, both hard, was Krunal Pandya. He's not been able to light up the tournament with the bat, but today with the ball, exactly as Sean Pollock was saying, he came and he really bowled the way you think. He exploited the conditions. That's why he's the MPL hero of the match. He bowled 3 overs for 7 runs, picked up 2 wickets. Yeah, and so he bowls 18 balls and he bowls 12 of those as dots and gets wickets and gets 2 wickets on the other ball. So
Mahendra Singh Dhoni had a fever, and you can understand him missing.
Yeah.
But AJ Jadeja, I don't care. If I had a fever and I was...
Ravi Jadeja. Ajay Jadeja is going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry. Ravi Jadeja, if I had a fever and I was a left-arm spinner, you wouldn't be able to get me off that park because that surface is ideal. And you just... Krunal Pandya must have been licking his lips when he started to see what Santner was doing. He was like, Skip, I'm ready whenever you've got that ball for me. I'm ready to go and give it my best. And he showed, he comes on and it's a real handful. And the funny thing is, when you've got a surface that turns, like you saw Santner turn it, sometimes the most effective delivery is the one that doesn't turn. The little undercutter that lands on the shiny side. Because Radu was the keeper today, so he's standing there going, woof, woof, and then, woof, straight through his defences, it didn't turn. So, yeah, it's a handful. It's a minefield for the left-arm spinners, and they create a lot of problems. That's why I'm saying Jadeja. He should have, fever or no fever, I'm happy to bowl. When it's an away game, I might have a fever.
That's fair enough. Pop 3 pills and get on the park. Let's see what the bowlers do. Let's see the bowling figures for the rest of the bowling lineup as well. Krunal Pandya, definitely the pick of the bowlers there today. You saw 2 overs from Anukul Roy. What did you make of that?
Look, the kid's made his debut after 24, 25 chances. Being there with Mumbai, has been hanging around. I think he did okay. The good thing was that when the batsman went down to hit him, he could, alter his length and make sure that they couldn't get to the pitch of it. But if you compare him with Krunal Pandya at this point in time looks much more the finished article than him.
Yeah, I think he's sitting there going, please, let's make the playoff in Chennai. Then I might get my second game of the tournament.
Yeah, and looking at that, I mean, obviously everybody wants to qualify 1 and 2, but Mumbai Indians, after their record in Chennai, the only team who seems to come to Chennai and then win against CSK, they are licking their lips at that, saying, oh, first playoff, 1 and 2, Chennai. Come on, let us in.
Well, I think the good thing about it is that you don't fear it. I think there's some teams in the RPL that fear those conditions and maybe think, well, their batters aren't suited to batting on those conditions. They don't really have the spin bowling attack that's going to be as effective. So they're a bit worrisome about going and playing the matches there. Mumbai, I don't think they've got any worries. I think they believe they've got a good balanced unit. We discussed it, that their bowling attack before they went out to bowl to defend that score is one that can deal with all the conditions. And batting-wise, they've got depth. They've got guys who aren't scared about those surface. So, yeah, I don't think they'd be worried at all. And I think they'd quite look forward to an opportunity to play in that game.
Yeah, Mumbai been very successful in Chennai. Did KKR ever fear Chennai?
Yeah, KKR
Chennai the ground.
Chennai the ground, KKR was a huge bugbear. In fact, the year that KKR won was the first time they managed to beat them twice in that ground.
Yeah.
First in the final, burst before that. But look at this. This is a very, very convincing sheet. And if you see the kind of results they've done, again, 4 fairly out of those 4, 3 are very, very convincing victories. 8 wickets, 6 wickets, 46 runs. These are big wins. These are not just wins. These are convincing wins.
Yeah.
And see, that's interesting because he's right. I mean, the surface at the Wankhede couldn't be more different from the surface out the Chepauk.
Yeah.
So they somehow adapt themselves to these conditions, and it's a mystery why they do, because they do very well. One is their bowling attack is very good. But it's not that their batting is particularly, they don't do a lot of batting on tracks like this.
Yeah. I
have a feeling that maybe if you look at that even closer, people like Rohit have come to the party, because Rohit is a kind of batsman who has a class to bat on any kind of surface. Yeah. And, the worse the surface is, the classier the batsman sort of emerges.
Yeah.
This kind of surface, you need guys like Rohit.
There was also a Champions League game that we won around that period as well. So it's another victory for Mumbai, 2011.
Yeah, and they're so right about the surfaces. I mean, the surfaces are like opposite end of the spectrum. They're almost like, East Coast and West Coast. And yeah, they are.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at who is on our leaderboard and how many points has the winner got today.
400? Have we got a 400?
Have we got a 400? Have we got a 400?